Hi, I'm Shane, and here on TikTok, I talk about my high school years in exhaustive detail. That's what I'm thinking about for the new intro, because once we start the rewatch, it will be 39 years, so I won't be able to say 35 years to the day they were written anymore. And if we go into archival materials, notes, and things of that nature, it will just be more. It will be more than the diaries. But today we are here to discuss the results of the poll. I asked you to vote for who you thought, which ex-boyfriend you thought got punched in the face at my wedding. And the results are as follows. 9 people voted for Finn, 47 people voted for Dean, and 70 people voted for Michael. Although some were voting for Michael because they didn't want to vote for Dean, even though they thought it was Dean, they wished it was Michael. And the answer is Dean. Many of you also voted for a puncher of those 3, which would have been kind of hilarious if one of them had punched the other, but it wasn't. The story goes like this. Dean drank a lot at my wedding. In context, it wasn't like, whoa, look at that guy. He's the worst of everyone. It was a big wedding. He's the worst of the 300 people here. He just drank a lot and got kind of maudlin at the reception and was saying to several people that he knew, that he was acquainted with, like, I can't believe she married someone else. Our wedding reception was at a place that has since closed, called Polonia Banquets. It was on 46th and Archer, if you are Chicago people. It was what we called at that time the old neighborhood, because that was where my dad grew up. We had booked a block of rooms at a hotel right close to Midway because most people were flying out of Midway the next day, and that seemed to be the easiest spot. We were all in our mid-20s, so it almost goes without saying that there would be hotel room after parties after the reception ended. Although, when the reception was supposed to end, my dad and my husband met in the middle of the dance floor and were like, we got to keep this going. We can get another hour for $300. That was the going rate in those days for an hour of open bar for 300 people. So they pooled their cash and we added an hour onto the reception, which was awesome. And then people went back to the hotel. Neither my husband or I was at this particular hotel room party, but many of his friends and teammates were. He played college baseball, and some of my friends were also there. I can say with complete confidence that Molly was there because she was totally making out with the puncher, who shall remain nameless. In the wee hours of that morning, Dean showed up to that room and was carrying on his I can't believe she didn't marry me shtick, routine, I don't know. And it didn't go over well in that room, and somebody decked him. A big brawl did not erupt. No police were called and no charges were filed. It was just, like in Breakfast Club, me hitting you, you hitting the floor. So that's the story there. And now let's cleanse our palates with some beautiful, unviolent wedding news. A few of you asked for photos from my son's recent wedding, so I have a couple to share with you of me and my family. There's the 5 of us, groom in the middle, middle son on the left, daughter, and then myself and my husband. I'm the shorty. And then this picture where we are fake laughing, but I think we did a really good job. The photographer for the event was Bon Photage, Bonphotage. If you are in Chicago and looking for an event photographer, they did an absolutely bang-up job. Okay, a quick note about the upcoming rewatch, I guess is what we will call it. The first entry is on August 23rd. That is the first day that I wrote after I started high school. And I was such a bad TikToker. I'm not great now at actually editing, videos. But I was really not good then, so I'm a little hesitant to repost those because they're bad. But the content's there and the story will start on August 23rd. If you are just finding me now, there will be spoilers in the rewatch, not in the videos themselves, but in the director's commentary videos that I will be posting occasionally to talk about what went on or who is being introduced at certain points, because some of you joined sophomore year or even junior or early senior year, and there's characters that are in those years that actually show up, freshman year. So there will definitely be spoilers. That's it for now for today. As always, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you real soon.